One of the important aspects of getting familiar with Revit is understanding its interface. So let's get started with it. The interface of Revit is known as the GUI, which means Graphical User Interface. Now double-clicking on the Revit icon on the desktop opens this welcome screen. On the left-hand side of the welcome screen, we are provided with two options. One is for the models and second is for the families. Now if I want to create a new Revit model, I can simply click on this new button. Or if I want to open an existing Revit model, I can simply click on this open button. The same can be done with the families as well. Now Revit is a multidisciplinary platform, which means it can be used by architectural professionals, by MEP professionals and by structural professionals as well. So depending upon the discipline in which you want to work, we need to select the required template. Hence, I'll simply click on this new button. In this dialog box, I can simply click on the browse button, and from the list provided here, I can simply select the required template. The details about the templates will be discussed in future sessions. As of now, since we are concerned with architectural discipline, we'll simply select the default metric template. And I'll click on open. Here I'll simply click on OK. This opens the actual Revit interface in front of us. To start with, I'll move to the top left corner of the screen where we have the file menu. The file menu consists of different options such as new, open, save, save as, export, print and close. I can use the new option if I want to create a new Revit project. I can use the open option if I just want to open an existing project. If I want to save my project for the first time, I can use the save as option. And if I make any changes in that project in future and I want to save those changes, then I can use the save option. I can use the export option to export our Revit file to different other file formats. We can use the print option to print our file, and we can click on close to close Revit. Moving on, the next option is the quick access toolbar. Now the quick access toolbar is docked right at the top left corner of the screen, and it consists of the tools which are frequently required by us. Hence the tools such as open, save and the measuring tool are already present here. If I want to add or remove any of the tools from the quick access toolbar, I can simply click on this drop down and select or deselect any of these options. Also, if I want to place any of the tools from the ribbon bar in the quick access toolbar, I can simply select that tool, right click on it and select add to quick access toolbar option. Now moving on, in the center we have the file name. So for the first time, whenever we'll save our project, the name that we provide to the project will be listed over here along with the activated view name. Just in front of the file name we have the search bar. The search bar can be used to search about the information about any particular tool that we want. Just besides the search bar we have the sign in option. So here we can sign in to our Autodesk account for using the cloud services. Just below this we have the ribbon bar. Now the ribbon bar consists of three options: the tabs, the panels and the tools. So depending upon the discipline in which we want to work, we need to select the concerned tab. Hence, architectural professionals can open the architecture tab, structural professionals can open the structure tab, and the MEP professionals can use the systems tab. So I'll open the architecture tab. Now this consists of different panels such as build, circulation, model, etc. Each panel consists of the dedicated tools. Together, all the three, the tabs, the panels and the tools, make up the ribbon bar. Just below the ribbon bar in the center we have the drawing area. So whatever model we are going to create will be created here in the drawing area itself. Just below the drawing area at the bottom we have the view control toolbar. The view control toolbar consists of the tools related with the graphic display of elements in the activated view. We will discuss about the view control toolbar in detail in future sessions. Just below the view control toolbar we have the status bar. The status bar gives us the information about the object that we select in the drawing area. Like for example, if I'll just keep my cursor on this wall, the status bar gives me the information of that wall. Also, if I'll just try and apply any command to this particular element, the next step required to be followed to complete that command will also be listed in the status bar. Now moving on, in the left side we have the project browser. The project browser consists of the logical organization of all the views in our project. Hence, we can access our floor plans, ceiling plans and the elevation views from the project browser. Also, in future, if we create any new view, that will also be listed in the project browser itself. On the right hand side we have the properties panel. The properties panel consists of the instance properties, the type properties and the type selector. Hence, if I simply select an element from here, so the instance properties of that element will be listed right here in front in the properties panel. The type properties of that element can be accessed from the edit type in this dialog box. And the family and the family types of that particular element available in Revit can be accessed from the type selector drop down. Now again, moving on, if I'll again select a particular element, I get a contextual tab here in the ribbon bar. These contextual tabs give me the different shapes in which I can create that particular element. Just below the contextual tab we have the options bar. The options bar only gets activated whenever we are into a particular tool, and we can set our height from that particular option bar. So in this example I can simply set the height of my wall over here in the options bar, and then I can simply create my wall. So the options related with the placement of an element can be accessed from the options bar here. So together all these options make up the interface of Revit.